Hey dudes and dudettes, it's Michael Eaton with Two Dudes Review, here to give you my retro review on The Prince of Egypt. As you can see, I'm in my brand new home right now. I'm sorry my hair doesn't look that great. I was having a hat on all throughout work. So I know this is a little late getting this out to you guys, but I've just been very busy and moving stuff in officially. So with that out of the way, I just want to get to what I consider one of the most beautiful animated movies ever made, and one that is sorely underrated. Of course, talking about Prince of Egypt. This came out back in 1998. Now, what this movie is about is, I'm pretty sure you all know this story, is the Moses story of a baby is sent. It's set in Egypt. A baby is sent down the river to avoid being slaughtered, and it ends up in the arms of the empress, and years go by, and the little baby grows up to be called Moses, and his brother is brother named Ramesses, played wonderfully by Val Kilmer and Ralph Fiennes, respectively. I mean, good lord, this is some of the best voice cast in probably any animated film to date. And so, when Moses finds out what he really is, which is, spoiler, a Hebrew baby, and the Egyptians are known to slaughter the Jews, Moses is ashamed of who he is and runs away and finds a life of peace elsewhere. But that all changes when God himself comes down and tells Moses that he is to be the deliverer of the Jews. And obviously this is the take on the Exodus story. Now, the film is just gorgeous. This is probably the most beautiful animated movie I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot, because I've seen a lot of animated movies. And plus, it's a Bible story. You don't really see those anymore, at least not done very well. But, I mean, this is just a very powerful, moving, and just absolutely gorgeous kids movie. The only thing that I will say that is a bit distracting is you can kind of tell who the people are voiced by, like Steve Martin and Jeff Goldblum and Martin Short. It can be a little bit distracting, but it didn't really kill the movie for me. Plus I love the music as well. I want to say it was Hans Zimmer who did the music. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say it was him. But yeah, the music, like songs like Deliver Us and the Plague song I love, and just the overall instrumental scores, especially when you see the burning bush for the first time. It is just absolutely just beautiful. It just puts you in such a pleasant mood, which I think is something that a great animated movie should do. It should put you in a great state of just comfort, but also keeps you on your toes at the same time, if that makes sense. And I think The Prince of Egypt definitely does that with its gorgeous images, wonderful music, phenomenal acting, especially I think the standout player in this whole thing is Ralph Fiennes as Ramesses. I mean, he is just a truly complex villain. Just, you feel sorry for him, and yet you're also rooting against him at the same time, and that's what I think a great villain should be. So overall, I think this is probably DreamWorks probably at its best. I know people will say, oh, what about Shrek? Look, I like Shrek fine. But I do think Prince of Egypt is a film that has yet to be topped, and I don't think will ever be topped in terms of DreamWorks animation. I know that a lot of the younger kids will say, oh, what about Trolls? Look, Trolls sucks, okay? Look, that's just my take, but I still think that Prince of Egypt is a film that has yet to be topped. I don't think will ever be topped, and I do think it deserves far more attention than it gets. It is one of the most severely underrated movies ever made, and if you haven't seen it yet, you're definitely missing out. See it if you haven't already. And with that being said, guys, I'm Michael Eaton of Two Dudes Review, and I will let you guys know what the next movie will be. So, have a good day.